Mark Tomato.
And I have the high ground! Welcome to Mindbreakers!
Of course it was going to be a fucking JoJo reference.
No, it's a Star Wars reference.
Said by Dio Brand.
No, Anakin, I have the high ground!
A, B, C,
Dio.
Anyway, it's episode 120.
Yeah, of the show that has broken your mind again and again and again.
And we will never stop.
Yes, but we still have our hearts fully intact.
You're one to speak.
Yeah. So today was my choice.
Oh dear.
And I have a couple of things.
This is the thing.
What?
It's episode 120.
Yeah.
It's a 10th episode.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we stopped making them exactly special, it is when I refill the roster.
It
is when I add to the roster.
It still is a major event.
Geo here gets to pick.
Mm-hmm. And
anything.
last time my pick was a Nightmare of Epic shit show proportions.
He gets to pick anything, doesn't have to be on the list.
Yeah, it was like the fucking weekend opening up for Corporate Kalani and Slayer.
Yeah.
That's the level of shit show that we were at, folks.
Yeah.
Fucking children shouldn't play with dead things.
Yep.
And then we had fucking God, what was the other one that I picked that was fucking nightmare? Terrorgram was bullshit. And finally today, I'm like, okay, we haven't watched this yet, and it's not on the wheel. I didn't want to put it on the wheel right away because it's one of those movies that is kind of in a gray area for me. It's not super great, but it's not super awful either. And in my books, this is kind of the perfect like middle. Like, let's see how Merrick likes this one. And because my memories of this are actually pretty fun because I actually saw this in theaters.
What is it?
I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's a Marvel movie.
Okay.
And I also really enjoy the source material, and you do too.
Oh no.
And
oh no!
I was thinking about him all fucking day. One of our favorite anti-heroes. Today, we're gonna watch Punisher Warzone.
No!
I
didn't think that's where you were going with that.
We're gonna watch Punisher Warzone, guy.
I'm kind of relieved it's not the Incredible Hulk.
Why you were thinking like, okay, we're gonna play fucking Abomination and everything?
That's what I thought we'd be watching, because we've been talking about that a lot.
Well, we fought Abomination twice on the channel, right?
But technically 0 times so far.
Well, you fought him in Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
It's not out yet.
Okay, well,
dumbass.
It's coming.
Yeah,
you guys know.
Well, you know I'm going to play all the Marvel games.
And I'm going to play it too for my channel when that shit comes out.
Yes, shake and bake.
And I think by the time this comes out, my channel will be up. But
no.
If it's not up by now, if it is up by now,
Punisher Warzone
came out 2008.
Frank Castle, known as Punisher, ruthlessly demolishes organized crime.
Directed by
but it starts an even bigger war.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. You just described every Punisher movie and comic and game ever.
And the hits just keep on coming.
I would like to point something else. Point something out. Ray Stevenson.
Yeah, Ray Stevenson plays the Punisher.
Is still in the Marvel. He's still in the Marvel universe. He plays Volstagg the Voluminous in the Thor films.
Yeah, which I watched just Thor 1. Was he in Thor 2?
Yeah, he's in
Thor 2.
He's also in...
Did he show up in Ragnarok again?
Yeah, no, he was dead by then.
Oh.
He's also in Thor... Not Thor, Three Musketeers.
Wow. I watched
in which he plays, I'm guessing, Porthos? Yep, Porthos. Of course he'd be Porthos.
I watched that when I was little. I don't remember that one too much.
Let's
go on the wheel.
Oh, right? No, you can't have watched it when you were little.
Well, like, it came out 2011?
Yeah.
I was fucking... That was 7 years ago?
Yeah.
I was like 17.
You weren't little.
Well, like, wait, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. Yeah, I was 17.
Yeah, you were, like, watching a movie when you're little is like, I watched this when I was like 10.
No, to me, like, my teen years, like 17, 18, I was a little kid.
No.
Like, 24-year-old Geo is a man now. Teenage 17-year-old, 16-year-old Geo was still fucking sitting in his room reading fucking comic books by fucking torchlight under his covers every night.
Isn't that like the only
waiting for school in the morning?
Isn't that the only right way to read comic books?
Yeah, exactly.
Your the flashlight.
Yeah, exactly. Reading them before school in the morning. Sneaky reading them before school. But yeah, like I had fond memories of this. I went to go see it in theaters, and it was a lot of fun for me. I don't remember exactly which friends I went to go see it with, but I think I might have gone to go see it with Derek, my best friend, and maybe a couple other people.
Anyway, let's.
But yeah, we're gonna see some fucking crazy ass Punisher action, because at the very least, this has some really good Punisher kills.
You know, this means I'm gonna have to put my favorite Punisher movie on the list, so we can cover all the bases, right?
Which one? Travolta. The Travolta one.
Yep.
With Thomas Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? That one's a good one, and I'm going to enjoy when we get to that.
Okay.
And I have a lot of good thoughts on that one also.
One thing
that one's my favorite.
There's one thing I'm hoping for this movie.
Yeah.
You should at least be better than Man-Thing, right?
Oh, for fucking sure.
This isn't like any procedure that we've ever done before.
Well, that's why I'm here, Doc.
Your facial muscles, tendons, bone structure, everything. It was destroyed.
Evil has many faces.
You look fantastic, brother.
Yes. Darkness has many allies.
This deal is going down tonight. Raise your army!
But there is only one who punishes them all. This is just the beginning.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's play a game.
Gotta be with you, Frank.
Sometimes I'd like to get my hands on God.
FBI, drop your weapons! You're fighting a war.
Punisher, Warzone.
See you in hell.
The last line of this movie was, "Oh shit, now I got brains on my coat."
Yeah, and one of the best lines in the movie was McGinty fucking going something for something, and then getting his neck snapped. That was the beautiful sound.
Hmm.
And one of the best
neck snapped. He got dropped off a building onto a spiky fence.
Yeah, and then his neck got snapped by the back of Punisher's boot.
Yes.
This movie was fun.
It was, but it's
an empty kind of it's a fast food movie. This is a fast food movie.
It starts out fast because we get some badly greened shots.
The editing and special effects is weird.
Like,
they're very strange.
This isn't my first time. It's my first time watching it, but not my first time trying. First time I watched it, I couldn't get through the opening credits because it had too much green filter. And I just gave up.
That's not a reason to stop watching it, though.
He kind of is, because I hate green filters.
It's still not a reason.
Also, everything was at a weird angle.
It's very weirdly filmed.
Like, no, not the movie wasn't, but the opening was, and it gave me a bad impression.
No, there were a lot of sort of weird angles and stuff.
So we go. There's a mob party. Nothing the mobsters say is important except one shits in the bag.
He's the oldest one. He's a very old mob boss.
And then the Punisher decapitates him.
But before that, we meet the guy from The Wire.
Yeah, he's the villain of the movie.
Yeah.
Billy Butte.
Yeah. Played by. Hang on, if we can get his actual name, that'd be great. My phone's not fucking working. You want to do this?
No, I really do not care.
I do. Fuck, I like
Great,
that
then you
actor.
can search it
He's a
yourself.
good guy. I can't fucking get on. My phone's offline.
Oh, no bullets.
Fucking finally. About time that my fucking phone just shuts off. Just go. The internet's right there.
No.
Fuck.
Fine.
Fuck you, Eric.
Can I get this over with?
Good. I want to actually know his name because he's really good. He's like the best actor in The Wire. And The Wire's a damn good show.
This is really irrelevant, not a reason to stop the review.
Okay, we're gonna be judging this guy on his acting, okay, because he plays Jigsaw. Okay, so we're gonna have to be
Dominic West.
Yeah, there we go. Dominic West. He plays the main detective in The Wire.
And Wayne Knight is in this.
Who the fuck's Wayne Knight?
The guy from Jurassic Park.
Oh, really? That's his name?
Wayne Knight.
Okay, that's too cool for Newman to be named Wayne Knight.
I'm Wayne Knight.
No, you're Newman.
So
like you're not Wayne Knight.
So Punisher murders everyone in the party except for Dominic West and his crew.
He throws him in the fucking glass crusher.
Yeah, because they have a chase to a recycling plant.
And he's going, "Fuck you, Castle!"
Like this movie is dishonest in how it opens.
Yeah, because they talk about a biological weapon that barely goes anywhere.
No, because it opens with excitement and action.
But it has.
I know, but it does hit the brakes in the middle.
Yeah, because it can't all just be Punisher kills.
Before Punisher but the story it has doesn't matter.
Yeah, it has very little story, but what story it has keeps it moving along. At the very least.
Before Frank goes and jigsaws Billy has a bunch of monkey men.
They're a parkour gang, okay?
Led by McGinty.
And they're led by McGinty.
I'm sorry, one of the mobsters refers to it as doing their monkey thing.
Yeah. No, that was literally, I think, Jigsaw who said...
Yeah, go do your monkey thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm calling them the monkey
because they're a bunch of methed out fucking parkour guys.
And they're interesting.
To say the least.
So, Punisher goes
McGinty's in... probably one of my favorite characters in this.
The people who make it out are Jigsaw, except his face gets ground up with glass bottles in a recycling machine.
Yeah, no shit.
A bald guy. His son, who looks like a lamer Blackheart from the first Ghost Rider movie. Both Ghost Rider movies are bad.
Kind of.
But he kills an undercover FBI agent.
Yeah, by accident. He didn't know he was undercover.
And this is such a big part of this movie's plot.
Yeah, it is. It is basically the plot.
He considers giving up because of it.
Yeah. Like, what if Punisher accidentally killed somebody?
It does not.
Undercover cops?
It does not take into account the crime field.
Yeah. Well, obviously not. It's not a fucking thing. It's not a thing, Merrick!
The ducks don't have to go either.
Yeah, because this is way after that era. That Punisher no longer existed in this Punisher's, timeline.
This is one of a few movies with the Marvel. This is one of a few movies with the Marvel Knights imprint.
Yes.
On it, just like Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance,
which we should talk about someday.
Never.
We should.
No.
Yes, we should.
No.
It's gonna be the next movie I bring onto the list.
No, you're not allowed.
So, the guys end up getting out there and doing their monkey thing.
Punisher goes to
LG Metro.
Yep. He lives in Lionel-Groulx.
He goes to Lionel-Groulx Metro, which is it explains a lot of things.
Does it explain why the Metros are always late? Because they get drawn up by the Punisher?
That and the fact that he lives so close by your home.
No, and it also explains that no one can find him in New York because he lives in Montreal.
Yeah, exactly. No, none of these guys knew where the fuck he was. They're like, we've been looking for him for 5 years. It's like, motherfucker, maybe check the fucking...
We meet
the Metros in Montreal.
We meet Detective Soap.
He could be anywhere.
Not a great character.
Merrick, he could be anywhere from Atwater to fucking Sauvé.
We know he's not on the yellow line.
He could be. Yeah, because the Joker's using fucking
no one
Larone as his base of operations.
Possibly arcade.
Fucking Amusement 3000. Yeah, Joker's using Amusement 3000 as his fucking hideout.
That's on St. Catherine.
Yeah, that's where he is. That's where his new base of operations.
No, I mean the Marvel character arcade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, about Ghost Rider though. Nicolas Cage Marvel news.
Oh god.
Enter the Spider-Verse. Nicolas Cage is playing Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Well, I found out about it on marvelousnews.com when I was looking for action figures to buy.
It's one of the dumbest things. I don't know why.
Work.
I don't know why, but he will, I guess.
I kind of imagine like a more Humphrey Bogart-y voice for Spider-Man Noir.
Why not just the voice of fucking Rorschach?
Yeah, that would work.
Why not just get Rorschach to voice Spider-Man Noir?
Or Steve Bloom.
Yeah, if you want to be generic with it.
Well, Steve Bloom, he was a good Wolverine. Scott McNeil.
Scott McNeil
was half the cast of Beast Wars.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that he should just like be a Dark Spider-Man.
He was also the best Wolverine in X-Men Evolution. But that's not what we're talking about today.
No, we're talking about Krispy Kreme motherfuckers and FBI funerals.
There's a FBI agent who looks a lot like if you saw my Halloween Let's Play of the Ring Terror's Realm. He looks like Lucchino.
Yeah, and he goes to the FBI guy that got shot.
I can't pronounce his last name.
I don't know who he is.
We're just gonna call him.
He's just kind of there. He's
Special Agent Johnson.
he's just a fucking bald, like Mr. Clean looking.
He's Black Mr. Clean.
Yeah, he's the Black Mr. Clean detective guy, and he joins up with Soap. And
Soap is one of the worst characters in the movie.
Yeah, Soap is putting together the file against the Punisher to bring him down because he's been following this guy for 5 fucking years and has an entire basement full of files.
Yeah,
based around all of the killings that are under the Punisher's MO.
It is kind of funny because like I want to be brought into the Punisher things. Like, okay, I'm assigning you to the Punisher task force. Thank you. And once the FBI guy leaves, everyone just bursts out laughing because they know the Punisher task force is a joke.
Because they end up actually making contact with him.
Yeah, it's just a basement full of banker boxes. Which one of these drawers is the Punisher murders?
They're all
of them.
They're all him.
All of them. All of them.
This is all him. You wanted to come to the task force. This is what the basement is made of.
I love how he has an entire basement full of kills.
I'm pretty sure that in like an actual world with an actual Punisher, if he was operating for 5 to 10 years, the like entire floor of the precinct that he operated in would just be like the pillars.
They'd be the first to go digital. They'd have to be.
The pillars would just be fucking file folders of just all of the killings he's ever made. It would be literally, the precinct would literally be supported by the killings of the Punisher.
Well, we have what? So why do you have 2 computer servers here? Well, this one handles the day-to-day crime databases, all that.
This handles what the Punisher is doing now. This one handles everything the Punisher has done before now.
And so how many gigs of murders is that? 1 billion. He's committed 1 billion gigs of murder. He's committed 1 billion gigs of murder.
He has a fucking he has a supercomputer just based around the Punisher's killings. Even in fucking Punisher 2099, did they not have that, like, an entire server based on the Punisher's killings?
Don't run Punisher's killings through a supercomputer. Because that supercomputer will gain sentience and try to kill everyone.
They're just gonna learn from the ethics of the Punisher.
So we meet Micro, who's played by Wayne Knight.
Yeah.
He doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, but his mom likes cooking shows.
Hello, Newman.
He has a...
Oh yeah, Mr. Clean calls the entire precinct Krispy Kreme motherfuckers.
Yes.
Because he's saying you're not looking for the actual problem.
Jigsaw gets plastic surgery which managed to make him look worse. And he jams scissors in his doc's head.
Yeah, he was like, oh, this is just stage 1. The doctor's like, oh, we can fix this up, but it's going to be kind of difficult. You know, your bone structure's gone. You know, you're missing...
Your nerves are gone.
You're missing whole pieces of the skin on your face. We stitched it up as good as we can, but it's going to take a lot of work, you know? Maybe some horsehide, some metal plates, you know? And then we might be able to get close to what it used to be. And he's just like, oh, okay, leave me for a few minutes.
So he breaks his crazy cannibal brother at a mental institution.
Yeah, Looney Bin Jim.
And he eats...
What a fucking name, by the way.
There are two words, like, I said, I think that not Foggy, Soap was the second worst character.
Yeah, Soap is
Jim is the worst character. He's
but
so...
Soap is Soap. But Soap is Soap.
I know Soap is Soap, but Jim is the most annoying motherfucker in the movie.
Yeah, because he's not funny. And
but he thinks he is.
He thinks he's being clever and funny, and then he's original. But in reality, he's just fucking annoying and creepy. Like, it's bad. He's just a bad character. But he's one of the bad guys. And he's supposed to be the worst bad guy in the movie because he's a cannibalistic psychopath.
So there's something with Russians, and there's a deal about biological weapons, which look like the T-virus.
Yeah, this goes nowhere.
Except it leads to because they catch Jigsaw.
It leads to a get out of jail free card.
Because Jigsaw
goes to a fucking get out of jail
earlier in the
free card.
movie, Punisher goes to see the wife and daughter of the man he shot.
Yeah. And
the wife is understandably pissed off at him.
Because he shot her husband,
but then
a cop.
But then Jigsaw thinks she has the money.
Yeah.
So he and his crew go to basically bust up her house, including for no reason just throwing.
Oh, he gave her a
flashlight.
He gave the little girl a flashlight earlier in the movie because she's like, "You're in my light."
Here,
and she's
in case anyone gets in your light. I was expecting to just hand her a Glock. Next time someone gets in your fight, you double tap.
No, what I really wanted was him to give her the fucking flashlight, and then she just presses a button and it's a flamethrower.
You know what this scene was? That scene where he gives her the flashlight?
What?
They watched Batman Begins. Like, we want a moment like that.
Well,
where he gives that device to Joffrey.
Well, it has to be relatable.
Well,
it has to be at least a little bit like kind-hearted.
You
have to portray the Punisher not as just a murdering psychopath.
So as you said once, well, as the super best friend said, he must have been kind of human once.
He was. He was a little bit.
This movie also hints that he tried to become a priest at one point.
Maybe
because they'd mentioned his time in seminary.
Yeah, maybe. But
Jigsaw attacks the house.
Yeah, and the Punisher gets captured at this point.
Punisher gets captured, but Soap
Mr. Clean.
But Soap lets him out.
Yeah, I like how we have Mr. Clean and Soap.
Yes,
the team, the clean team.
Punisher goes up to the house, the stupid son answers the door.
Yeah,
he kills the man with a sword. By the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the crazy son, by the way, is a fucking cokehead.
Yeah.
He's just constantly fucking turning around.
He's stupid because before he answers the door, he puts his shotgun down.
Mm-hmm.
You're stupid. He gets shot by the Punisher. The dad gets shot by Mr. Clean. No,
the Punisher caves the son's head in with his fist into the doorway.
One punch. So he and
he becomes Saitama.
He and Mr. Clean get the wife and daughter out.
Yep.
And then they have the dad. They have the dad captured.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Clean's trying to interrogate him, and Punisher just blows his head off.
Yeah, he's got the little girl in one arm and just the shotgun in the other, levels at the guy's head. Just blasts him open and
just God damn it, Frank!
Yeah, he's like, fuck. like, I'm trying to get something out of it. Trying to do my job.
There's some brain tissue.
It's like, Frank, God damn it, Frank. I'm trying to do my job here. So am I.
God damn it, Frank. I was going to interrogate him. You can still pick his brain.
That's too bad for
yes.
even Frank. That's too lighthearted for Frank. Frank would just be like, I'm trying to do my job too. Oh yeah, what do you think about the Punisher having fucking super strength in this movie?
I think it makes perfect sense.
I think it's the best. I think honestly every rendition of the Punisher in every other movie should have just been obscenely strong.
Yes, he's fueled by rage.
Yeah, he's just an angry dude who's been fucking in the military and just trained to murk people with his bare fucking hands. And he does a damn good job in this. They wrote him like a proper anti-hero. Slamming his fist in the guy's fucking faces.
So somehow Jigsaw and Jim get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And they give up the Russians in exchange for their freedom.
Yeah, and that's where the get out of jail free card comes in. You know, he's selling the Russians the biological weapon.
Yeah,
but
it's a trick.
And yeah, he just basically he throws his friend Crystal.
Yeah,
he throws Crystal under the bus and gets him arrested. And the cops are like, okay, fine, we'll give you your get out of jail free card. Oh yeah, by the way, that other little thing that you wanted,
Punisher throws.
He gives him the file on Wayne Knight. He gives him the file on Newman.
Punisher throws McGinty out onto a spikes after killing all the others. It's great because they're jumping across rooftops, and he just
the guy just gets grenade launcher.
No, that was a full-on rocket. That was an RPG.
Yeah,
it just
it looked like it was like smaller.
Yeah.
It looked a
but
bit
it's
smaller.
like bam.
It was nice.
And they're understandably
like
the fuck.
And McGinty gets it the last time. He gets just shot in his legs.
He gets both legs shot off.
Yeah,
and then gets.
But he gives him the information.
He does superhero landing though.
Yeah, because McGinty's cool.
He gets dropped on a spike fence, and then Punisher lands on his neck and breaks it. And
Yeah.
you just see his neck kind of wobbling back. It's funny.
Yeah, and I think that's actually one of the best Punisher kills, though. Especially in this movie, it's the best one. But among the other kills, you know,
I think my favorite's
shoving grenades in guys' mouths.
I like the first idea for the Punisher. I like the first Jigsaw kill.
Oh yeah.
With the first the one that teases the first Jigsaw in the Punisher with Tom Jane.
Oh yeah.
Where he gives him the claymore.
Oh.
Can't remember the line.
The biometrics.
Yeah, you like not biometrics.
So symmetrics.
Like symmetrics.
Yeah, you ever try symmetrics? These anti-personnel mines weigh 8 pounds. It's nothing for a regular kid like for a strong kid like you. But try doing it with an outstretched arm. No, but he's dead. He's outright fucking dead. There's no way he could survive that.
Yeah, true.
So that's not really teasing the Jigsaw because he's not going to survive that. There's no way he could have. He has no cover.
Yeah.
He's just right there with the fucking mine in his hand. But yeah, I liked the crazy over the top kills in this one.
So Jigsaw decides to recruit all of the gangs.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he tries to pull a Cyrus.
Mm-hmm. He wants all of them united under the American flag that he brings from gang hideout to gang hideout.
It's not even an American flag.
Yeah,
it's
just
a giant TV.
It's an entire projector screen, like broadcasting showing the American flag.
That means there's a scene we don't see. They go into the club and
make the setup.
It's just like they put up the screen, hook up the projector, hook it up to the laptop.
I told you. I'm like, I want to see the setup for each of these moments where they just
now bear with me. I gotta have to set some stuff up for this.
Yep. Yeah, they don't show that. They just see we just see all of that local gang, whatever the hideout may be, just pointing guns at them. And it's like, but wait. And then they start talking. It's like, what, did they wait till they were done fucking setting up to pull the guns out?
They steal the wife and daughter from Punisher's LG base.
Yeah.
Because Punisher brings them there.
Oh yeah, and Punisher makes them horrible...
Because he can't cook.
Homeless food.
I don't know why he was cooking the MRE.
Yeah. Well, because, you know, they need to eat something.
I do prefer...
And he's bad at cooking, apparently.
I do prefer the Netflix series Punisher. He's not eating MREs, but he's just outdoing Rorschach. Just has a can of Chef Boyardee he's eating raw. Out of the can.
I don't know how to cook these.
It's just he's eating and just Micro's like, that's a great way to get botulism, right? And just Frank just looks at him.
No, Frank pulls a fucking flamethrower out and starts cooking, like burning the fucking can with the flamethrower at point blank range.
You want me to heat? Just breaks into Deadpool's house. You want me to heat those up for you? No need. Fine like this.
Okay.
No, he breaks into Spider-Man's house. Rorschach-based tangent in Doomsday Clock.
Okay.
Rorschach's in Batman's house, and he's at Bruce Wayne's table, eating a plate of pancakes. Bruce Wayne comes downstairs. Are you eating my pancakes? Yes.
I would expect him to just be like, yeah, Alfred made me some. Yours are on the other end of the table.
It's just...
Are you eating? Sit down, enjoy.
Are you eating my pancakes? Yes.
Also, my pancakes are on the other end of the room. I'm eating those as soon as I'm done with yours.
I love the smell of 100 billion pancakes in the morning.
Mm.
Smells like
victory.
So, Wayne Knight's mother is shot in the head.
Mm-hmm.
We basically set up the final level.
Half her head is fucking gone.
We set up the final level.
Just gone.
We set up the final level of a third or first person shooter game.
Yeah. Did we mention Carlos?
Oh yeah, Carlos is you talk about Carlos.
Okay, Carlos is an ex gangster who's helping out Wayne Knight.
You may remember him from the Magic School Bus.
What?
There was a Mexican kid called Carlos.
Yeah, but that's not him.
Can it be?
That child was probably not a member of the Latin Kings?
Can it please be him?
No. But yeah, Punisher finds him because he follows him back to Wayne Knight's house after he sells a bunch of gangbangers these guns. Well, no, it's a buyback.
Yeah,
buys the guns off of the gangbangers.
Just to make sure they don't have them.
Yeah, exactly. So he's buying them off, and he follows him back to Wayne's house. Puts a gun to his head. No, puts 2 guns to his head, and then Wayne's like, "Okay, let him go." And then they talk to him about like what happened at the house and stuff. And he's like, "I'm done. I'm leaving town for a couple of days. I'm never coming back." No, he's just like, I'm leaving town. I'm never coming back. I don't want anything to do with any more of these, you know?
Yeah, yada.
Jigsaw's gone, you know?
Yeah.
He just basically is giving up. And he's like,
okay.
Okay, I understand why you're giving up, but when you leave, Jigsaw's going after Home Dude's wife, Nikki or Mickey?
Nikki.
Nikki the rat.
Yeah.
Nikki's a rat and Mickey's a mouse. But yeah,
and
they're going after Nikki's wife.
Like, I can't stop you. Frank's like, no, you can't. Frank leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's like,
just get 2 of those Berettas down. Why? Just do it.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Okay, this is the last time.
Fine, the last one, because he had the 2 seconds to walk down the hallway and then think, fuck, he's right, and then go back.
I'm not addicted to murder. I can stop anytime I want. I just don't want to stop yet.
Well, also, if he was gone, he'd literally be entirely responsible for the death of that guy's wife and kid, on top of, his own. He actually pulled the trigger on the guy. The least he could do is try to protect his wife and kid. So, you know, he's not entirely depicted as, you know, just a cold-hearted murderer in this movie. I think just that moment alone gives him enough, you know, relatability.
But the mansion is a final level.
It's a boss. He's in a fucking boss room.
He's in a square. It's a square room with a square indentation in the center with a fire right in the middle. 4 stairways leading down.
This is what Jigsaw should have been waiting for you in at the top of the prison in the game.
Yes.
This is where you should have fought Jigsaw
and
in the Punisher game.
And the entire fight would have been done only with melee weapons.
Yeah. It's just waiting for Frank to get to the top of the prison.
You don't see it in the movie.
It's just Thunderdome.
You don't see it in the movie, but through the big doors, right outside, there's a small little room.
Yeah.
Full of ammo and med kits.
Yeah, just ammo, med kits, spears.
Yep.
Fucking grenades.
Lot of grenades, a lot of flashbangs.
Bottles.
So
in that room, the room after that,
yeah.
There's like a tiny little doorway, like the tiny little door to fucking John Malkovich's head, and it just goes straight into the next room, and it's just a bottle crusher again.
Yes. So you go through. Punisher goes through, just kills everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Oh, but there's a lot of noticeable,
there's a lot of notable
the
best
kills in that
we
one.
agree on is there's a room, like, all of the, like, the gangbangers are in one room, like, yeah, they have the guns on the door. Like,
yeah,
a lot of them, like, we're good, we got this by the ass!
And he just jams
his machine gun through the door, fires the attached grenade launcher, and just finishes it. One guy's like stuck to the wall.
Yeah.
Through a spike in his head, he gets shot.
I found that was fucking absurd though. Like even with super strength, like yeah, he'd be able to fucking do it, but it's still fucking it is clown shoes.
He fights
him shoving the fucking assault rifle barrel through the door.
He fights Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Jim does a lot of backflips.
Oh, the guy he kicks the can with the grenade in.
Yeah, he just
and the guy just gives up.
Like oh crap.
Yeah, just
oh man. Oh no.
Oh shit, man.
No, man.
Hey, you think you got a chance here?
No, man.
He just throws the grenade in the can.
He fights Jim.
Lines it up, kicks it into the guy's room.
He fights Jim. He kills Jim. I can't remember how he kills Jim.
Yeah. Oh, he's also got that little crossbow gun.
Yes.
And that one scene.
Like, he just shoots a poison dart through a guy's neck.
No, I don't even think it was poison. He just hits him straight in the neck.
When they're dealing with some Russians,
mm-hmm.
Jigsaw smashes a wine glass and shoves like the stem through his larynx.
Mm-hmm. And this is in front of the guy Crystal that he betrays later.
Yeah.
And Crystal's just like, oh, okay, I understand now. I feel you. He shouldn't have insulted you in your house.
Yeah.
That's one of the rules that they teach us in the fucking
your father was
Spetsnaz. Well, no, in the fucking Russian mob.
They do previously send in some Russians to like decrease the number of soldiers in the house.
Yeah, they basically send these guys in because they get the help of the Russian community center.
Oh, he doesn't kill Jim. Jim brings him to the you can only save one. Either shoot Wayne Knight or shoot the little girl.
Yeah, this is like the big final decision, basically.
So instead, Punisher being the Punisher, he just he shoots Jim in the head, and then Jigsaw just shoots Micro.
Well, because if he shot Micro, what would happen then? He'd be shooting his friend outright. You know, he'd be killing another innocent. You know,
the innocent still died.
Yeah, exactly. But at least in that way, you know, he's killing the fucking mass murderer guy, and the guy doesn't get to pull the trigger on the little girl.
And then
because who knows? If he would have shot his friend, maybe the psycho would have just shot the little girl anyway.
He impales Jigsaw with a spear, and then burns him.
Like sideways through the stomach, and then throws him into the fire. Because, of course,
and then they all lived happily ever after.
Basically.
And the last thing that happens, as we said, is
Soap and him.
Soap's about to get mugged, and then Frank's gone.
Yeah, and then he gets mugged, and then Frank is behind him at the top of the stairs in front of the
Frank?
church, and then
There's a neon
Jesus
cross that
saves
says
sign.
Jesus and saved, and the Jesus pops out, just saves.
Yeah.
Toink. Oh God, and I got brains all over my jacket.
It was nonsense. That part, it's just like, okay, you really didn't need to.
This isn't the worst Marvel movie we've seen on the channel. It's not the best either.
Yeah, I'd say by far it's not the worst Marvel movie that we've seen.
No, it'd probably be Man-Thing or Doctor Strange.
It'd be Man-Thing.
The best...
Doctor Strange was better
The
than Man-Thing.
best Marvel seen on this channel was Nick Fury.
I didn't get to watch
Oh,
that.
seriously, watch Nick Fury. It's really good.
Well, I will eventually. I'll get to that point. We saw the Dolph Lundgren Punisher, though.
Yeah, that was good.
That was fine.
That was fun.
But, I
Better
don't know.
Punisher movie than this.
You think that was a better Punisher movie than this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the over the top, like, stylish factor of this one because
Okay,
he's
this was
spinning
more.
from
This was
fucking
more
chandeliers.
exciting. This was more exciting.
He's gonna spin
Yeah,
from the chandelier.
he hangs from his knees. He like hooks his legs.
Yeah,
around
upside down on
chandelier
the monkey
and
bars,
spins
just
around.
spinning around with SMGs. Just having a fucking psycho bullet festival.
I still think we need to give the Punisher movie to Tarantino to make.
Yeah, it'd be a good time. Now would be a really good time.
Steve Buscemi could play Jigsaw.
We could argue for a while. See who.
Oh,
could
Michael
play
Madsen is Jigsaw.
Nah.
No, he got old.
Also, I don't see his voice fitting really.
Oh,
with
Steve
Jigsaw.
Buscemi is Micro.
Maybe, I don't know. Who says we even need a fucking Micro?
Well, good point.
Like we don't need a Micro in a Punisher movie. No Punisher story actually needs Micro.
This is the only movie that has Micro.
Yeah, but it's not the only Punisher story that has Micro.
True. I know it's the only movie. The Netflix show has him.
Yeah.
The cartoon had him.
Mm.
The Spider-Man cartoon. Don't worry, they did not make a Punisher cartoon.
Yeah. It was just his cameo in the Spider-Man cartoon.
So this was an interesting movie.
Yeah,
Don't
it
know if
was.
I'd watch it again.
Well, I would actually. I still kind of like a lot of the other things in this movie. I don't know. Aside from the fucking psycho killer.
You know what the
Looney
hardest
Bin Jim.
thing about making a Punisher movie is?
What?
If you want a well-known villain,
Mm-hmm.
it's Jigsaw or nothing.
Well,
Because
no.
Punisher has no recurring, like maybe Barracuda,
Russian, Barracuda, Kingpin.
but that's it.
Yeah.
Kills them all.
Well, we got the Russian in the first
The
Punisher
game
movie.
had to resort to Bushwhacker.
Yeah. And we didn't
And
get Howard
Bullseye.
Saint at all in the game.
No, we didn't.
We got zero Howard
We
Saint.
got the Nucci's.
Yeah. But that's not the Saints.
So what do you give this movie?
I'll give it the Punisher chilling out in LG Metro. Really, really close by, loading up rocket launchers and him trying to look for his flamethrower because he has none in this movie. Over Jigsaw overacting.
I'm gonna give it a solid 5. Impaled.
You did okay though, Dominic. You did
Yeah.
what you could.
Solid 5 impaled McGinty's. And also, I have something special here.
Fucking impaled McGinty.
I have something special here for Frank Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a beard, some long hair, and an Asgardian battle axe. Go be in Thor.
Or just go punch Odin
Yeah.
and ride around on your cosmic motorcycle.
Yeah.
And
So-
also, if you can go back in time and stop fucking Looney Bin Jim from being in this movie, yeah, that'd be great.
And also try and decide not to kill baby Thanos.
Yeah, that's fair.
See y'all next week, guys.
Bye.